Hello everyone, it is Toby here, back in the garage gym before another Strongman events session. I know that's 2 in a row, but last time we were talking about all the events in general, being 1 month out from competition. This time I am back for revenge. I want redemption. Last week we had a 110 kilo log for a triple. It was supposed to go really well, but I fluffed it up. I absolutely messed it up. And yeah, it didn't go too well. Today I've also got a 110 kilo log, but this time for 2 doubles, and I want redemption. I'm here to make them both look easy, take my time, not rush them, and make it look really, really good. So that is the whole premise of this video, is getting redemption on last week's 110 log that felt a bit off, and making it look good. But that is not all we are doing in this session. We of course have some other events to be doing as well. So after the log, we've got the usual strict press log, and then we move into some dumbbell work, a few accessories just to finish the shoulders off, and then we head outside for the final Strongman events. Usually that'd be tire flip and the loading medley, but it has been pretty much torrential rain for the last few days, so the tire is in no shape to be flipped. It is absolutely sopping wet. And that is a torn bicep waiting to happen. So I will be skipping the tire flip for today's session and doing the loading medley only, as that stuff's been kept inside and is going to be nice and dry. So hopefully we get a break in the rain to go out and do that, but that is today's session. Sorry, it's been a whirlwind of an intro, but I'm on a bit of a time crunch, so can't waste any time and just have to get straight into it. So before we go ahead and jump full force into the log press, I just want to say, if you guys have been enjoying these videos and you haven't yet hit subscribe, please go ahead and do so. It is the #1 way to support the channel and help it grow. And also, if you like the video, it helps push it to more like-minded people who might enjoy watching this sort of content. But that's all I have to say for now. We are going to jump straight in to the log press. Here is those 110 kilo sets, and let's see if I make them move amazingly. Well, I think it's safe to say that I got my redemption on that log there. That first set was perfect. Literally couldn't have been better. It felt absolutely amazing. And then the second set, yes, I hit the roof again. I need to get a taller garage, but I'm not with that luxury, unfortunately. But recovered well, and yeah, managed to get the second rep quite easily as well. So super, super pleased with that. Definitely, yeah, got my redemption, got my revenge there. And then the strict press was just the strict press. It was easy. It was 1 to 3 reps, nice and smooth. Yeah, that's what's making the press so easy, is just doing a lot of strict press. It's been fantastic for that. But now we're going to move on to the accessories. As I said, dumbbell work. So the dumbbell work of today is going to be some standing dumbbell shoulder press and some reverse rear delt dumbbell flies. Just all shoulder stability work, really. Standing shoulder press obviously is a lot more unstable than seated. Gets you right through the core and keeps you nice and stable in the shoulders. And then reverse delt rear flies is yeah, really, really good to grow that rear delt. And the rear delt is what is responsible for locking your shoulders down, especially when you press, keeping yourself locked in and super stable. So yeah, 2 really important exercises to make sure that I'm stable with that lockout. As you can see, it's been working. These have been super stable presses. So yeah, I'm going to smash them out. As I said, I'm on a time crunch. So I'm not going to bother setting up the camera and filming them. They're just simple dumbbell exercises that most people should know how to do. And yeah, when I rejoin you next, we will be heading outside to do some loading. All right, accessories done. My shoulders are nice and warm and definitely finished off a bit. Yeah, those accessories, as easy as they may sound on paper, when you've just done a bunch of log pressing like I have, even 20 kilo dumbbells for standing overhead press feels super heavy and super unstable, but it's really good to get them done. fantastic exercise there. But now I'm all set up outside, and we've got a break in the rain, so we're going to get a set of loading medley in, 100 kilo keg, 100 kilo sandbags, one length there, one length back with each, and that will simulate competition where it's 2 kegs, 2 sandbags, both 100 and 110 kilo. And I think my keg's 100, and from memory my sandbag's about 105, so right round about comp weight. I'm not too focused on the weight of them, to be honest, because I know the weight's not an issue for me, more the technique, the transitions between them, and the fitness. So yeah, without further ado, here is the loading medley. To the session I wanted, to be honest, but when the weather's like it is, I can't do anything about it. The strength felt really good. I mean, they felt super light taking them out onto the drive, and when I picked them up and ran with them, super light, but they're just so slippy. As soon as I dropped the sandbag, I mean, you saw the initial pick, I had to really focus on keeping it tight and getting it in my lap, because it was just so wet from being on the floor, and trying to pick it up the other end just didn't happen. Being that fatigued, when it's slippy, started picking it up, felt it slipping, I just knew that that's like a bicep waiting to go. Like, it's not worth pushing it in training when everything's feeling good, everything's firing, but it's an external factor like the weather that's letting you down. All we've got to do is hope that on comp day it's not as wet, but also on comp day it won't be the same sandbag I'm running there and back, so once I drop it, that's it done. I won't have to pick up the same sandbag again, which is why it got so wet, because obviously dropping it on the floor and trying to pick up again, it got super wet, so it should be better in comp, and in comp everyone's in the same boat anyway, so I'm not too worried. Fitness feels really good, strength feels really good, knees not bothering me, just yeah, the weather letting me down a bit there, but it is what it is. I knew it'd be a tough session outside today, hence skipping the tyre lift, tyre flip, but loading I thought would go a bit better, but oh well. So perhaps I title the next video Redemption 2 and try and get a better loading session, but it is what it is. When you're training, loading in the British winter, and you don't have an indoor training space that's big enough, it's bound to happen one session. So I'm not too fussed, as I said. The only thing I'm fussed about with the loading is making sure I execute on the day. I can do the weight, I can do it within the time, just need a good run on the day. So it's more just making sure I keep up with it and keep up with my fitness between now and the comp is the main thing. We're in the final countdown now, 3 weeks to go, 2 more training weeks and then a deload. So I'm not too fussed about not mashing it super hard where I could possibly get injured this close. So yeah, I'm really happy with today's session regardless though. The main obviously thing for this session was the log, and that moved fantastic. I've got no worries there. And yeah, just because the loading didn't go to plan doesn't mean it's not a good session. Got to keep your head high and know that it was not a fault of my own. It's not because I'm not ready, it's because trying to load on slippy gravel is really bad. Doing it on dry gravel is bad enough, but slippy gravel is almost a no-go. So the effort was there, but yeah, it is what it is. So thank you guys so much for watching and putting up with the now weekly videos. Yeah, it's a busy time of year, so I don't have too much time to make twice a week videos like I was, but weekly videos should be good. Next week we're going for a heavy deadlift double, actually a PB deadlift double. So that will be the next video, almost definitely, and hopefully I execute it as well as I executed the log today. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Toby. If you could like on the video and also comment down below, it'll help push this video to the algorithm, get more like-minded people watching this content. Of course, subscribe so you don't miss that heavy deadlift double coming next week.